Hey guys, my name is Mo, and I finally got my laptop. For those of you that don't know or don't have a summer job, well, let me just tell you about mine. For one thing, don't get me wrong, I love it. I'm kept busy, I'm paid really well. Woo! The bad part is, though, is that I have to get up at 3:30 every morning for a 10-hour workday, 6 days a week, most of the time. Which honestly, isn't that bad. You fall into the habit, it's fine, whatever. But I might also be a little delirious whenever I'm not at work and awake. So 40% of my life right now is just oh hey. And you might think oh well, that's fine, right? You're making good money, you got lots of hours, woo, that's great. Well, this delirium is not bad for driving. To specify, I have about a 30-minute commute every morning to and from work, which means with the state of tiredness I am constantly in this summer, or mainly this month, might not be the best combination. So just as a little example, let me just give you an example for how far my delirium and exhaustion has complicated my driving skills. Picture this. I'm having a nice little drive along, I'm in my car, my car's name's Cody, he's super cute, we're driving through the back way to get to my neighborhood, and all of a sudden, descending from the pits of hell through my open car windows comes a spider. And granted, I know, it's not a big spider, and not everyone's scared of spiders, but for me, in my state of trapped claustrophobia in my darling baby bugaboo Cody, I was like, what? And proceeded to spend the rest of the drive inched over as far away as possible from said spider. That might have worked out great to begin with, but I may or may not take turns a little liberally at 45 miles an hour. So as I'm getting ready to do the rip-roar and turn into the back of my neighborhood, what did I not think about but the concept of torque? Torque, for those of you guys that don't know, best example is King Boo from Mario Kart. What does he use for torque? His tongue. His tongue goes one way and the bike slides to adjust with that movement. I did not think of this and went from literally not happy to having Mr. Spider right there to really not happy as Mr. Spider cascades gracefully from his long ethereal strand of dancing string into my face. I scream bloody murder. So I slam on the brakes, I pull over, rip my flip-flop off my foot while simultaneously springing the car door open, and all of my neighbors are watching as I am shrieking, beating this spider out of my car with my shoe. And you may be asking, Mo, it's a spider. It's the size of your pinky finger, if that. You don't think you could just pull it together, at least until you got home in your own driveway? You couldn't just, no. No. So if that isn't bad enough, I have to take the walk of shame, one-shoed, and huffing like a maniac in 90-degree heat, back to my car, put it in drive, and slowly pull up to my driveway again. And you may be thinking, oh, well, Mo, at least you made it home safe, Who cares if you opened your raw, bug-fearing self up to your neighbors? I'm sure they just think you're funny or you're having a bad day, right? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's how it works. I rush back into my house, grab whatever it is I need to get, and head back to my car because I had to be somewhere still. And I kid you not, as I'm sitting at the wheel, I'm like, alright, I'm already living in shame, it can't get any worse. So I pull out of my neighborhood, I'm driving along, we get to the one busy road that passes by my neighborhood, and I'm pulling out onto it and I'm like, yeah, alright, we can come back from this, Mo. And that's when the giant freaking leaf shoots through my skylight directly into my face. I'm screaming because I don't know what it is in the split second. I'm like, oh, it's a bat, it's a bird, it's a butterfly. It's the Spider King back for revenge. Until finally, I peel the thing off my face, chuck it out the window, and go on with my life down the road. I need to sleep. But anyway, that is my crazy driving story. Drive safe out there, guys. And get some sleep. Bye!